Coming up tonight in the Best of Police Interceptors, highlights from the last 6 programmes. A rush-hour pursuit gets dangerous.
Oh! Nearly hit pedestrian.
An Essex girl gets caught being naughty.
Do you have to find me?
Okay.
I don't know, I'm blonde and I'm female.
And the eye in the sky gets a car thief in its sights.
Vehicle's now wrong way.
The Interceptors use a dazzling array of high-tech kit to stay one step ahead of the criminals. The brand new handheld PDA that can track a car across the counter using static ANPR cameras. Lantern, the $2 mobile fingerprinting device which checks against 6.5 million records. The ANPR van, which can read number plates from 4 busy lanes of traffic simultaneously and match them against a database of millions in seconds. And of course, with a top speed of 155 miles per hour, the Subaru Impreza, the car affectionately known as the Scooby. And also the Evo 8, with a slightly bigger engine and a top speed of 157 miles per hour. It's packed with special tracking devices and ANPR cameras. And finally, for the rare occasions the supercars aren't fast enough, the Air Support Unit's state-of-the-art £3.1 million chopper. With top speeds of up to 162 miles per hour, the Eurocopter can get anywhere in Essex in under 15 minutes. But keeping a piece of finely tuned kit like this in the air takes a lot of love. Today it's Captain Steve Price's job to do the regular morning checks.
I'm all happy with that inside, just the landing lights to check, and then I'll jump out.
But this is no ordinary chopper. This chopper has been fitted out with 900 grand's worth of the ultimate in police technology. Amongst its arsenal it has a Night Sun 2 searchlight, so bright that it could start a ground fire at a height of 350 feet, and a thermal imaging sensor so sensitive it can detect the heat from a scurrying rat. Once this chopper's got you in its sights, there's no escape. 11:45 p.m. Boreham Airfield. A gang of men in balaclavas have been spotted trying to break into a jeweller's shop using an angle grinder. But they get spooked and flee empty-handed. They're now driving towards London at over 130 miles per hour. It's the job of the helicopter to follow them. But it's the job of the Interceptors to stop them. Putting his foot down in the 276 brake horsepower Mitsubishi Evolution 8 is Mark. With Flinney monitoring the radio as more information comes in.
As a vehicle is being pursued along the A12, we're going to head up and sit at this end of the A12. It won't take long, it's doing about 130, so it's not going to take an awful long time to get down this way.
Up above, the helicopter crew relays the car's every move to the Interceptors on the ground.
QH99 into the dark section, Boreham, towards Boreham interchange.
Even in a Volvo S40 doing 130, there's no escape from this eye in the sky. As the bloke's driving gets worse, his speed increases.
Red Gold 3.
He narrowly misses 2 cars while undertaking. The driver's turned off a dual carriageway, but he's still flooring it.
Yeah, he's lost it on the roundabout, centre of the roundabout.
He clips a signpost before wiping out on a roundabout. Considering they've just been in a high-speed crash, the occupants don't hang about.
Decam, top 8414 roundabout.
The robbers take a hike across some fields. The Interceptors can't follow and have to rely on the helicopter crew to guide them.
Yeah, we've got 3 decams so far, we're following them at the moment. 4 decam, over.
4 people have got out of it, we understand now, and have run off across the field. So we're going to go up and see if we can help with containment of the field.
The runners are desperate to get away, but some are fitter than others. The one at the back can't keep up, while the bloke in the middle splits off and heads for cover.
Still got 4 on foot, got 2 making off together, one's gone in the wooded area between the A12.
Mark and Flinney are moments away. The helicopter crew stick with the 2 men at the front, which includes the driver. One of them chucks something into the bushes. On the ground, it's pitch black, but up above, the helicopter's fitted with a thermal imaging camera. It enables heat to be detected, particularly body heat, and these blokes are sweating buckets.
Well, if you've got a lit up area just on the near side, there's 2 of them approaching that.
Fellow interceptors Biggers and Grant arrive at the roundabout where the driver lost it. It's clear to Biggers that this gang meant business.
Well, crowbar on the floor, the sat-nav in the car has got the address of the jewellers in it. We've got a sledgehammer. In the boot is a large petrol angle grinder.
It's as good a picture of going equipped as you're likely to find. The 2 men have made it to some farm buildings. The helicopter can track them, but to catch them, the interceptors need to find this farm, and fast.
From QH99, last seen in the area of the White House, which is the lit up area just to the left of the A12 London bound.
Eventually they arrive. The chopper crew keep the men in their sights. But as Flinney and Mark pile out, the robbers duck down behind a barn and disappear from sight.
They go back in on containing a barn where they were last seen to go in, and they have not come out of them.
The interceptors have been joined by the dog unit. Together, they begin searching the barn.
You show yourselves or the dog's going to come in! Show yourselves now!
No shortage of hiding places in here.
Police officer with the door! Show yourself now or I'll send the door!
I think you agree straight away. See that fan? I think they're outside. I think that's a fan that goes directly outside. Hang on.
The cops think they've spotted them round the other side of the barn. But when they get there, there's no sign. Inside, the search continues. But it's been half an hour since the helicopter crew last saw the gang. The cops on the ground are convinced the gang aren't in the barn and decide to extend their search. Then the helicopter crew spot a heat source at the side of the barn. They ask the interceptors to take a look.
Right, fellas, come down. You come. We've got police dogs here, mate.
Right, go on down.
Graham, come out, mate. We've got 2 to take.
And bingo.
Both on suspicion of just a no, Sammy.
By climbing up between the outer skin of the barn and the wall, the gang had made themselves invisible to the thermal imaging camera. But they'd also worked up a bit of a sweat getting there, and that heat eventually gave them away.
We couldn't work out where they'd gone, and eventually they looked up in the eaves on the outside of the barn, and they were just tucked up there in a really small space. 3 men were caught. A 4th got away and is still on the run. The object chucked into the bushes turned out to be a pair of gloves and was sent away for forensics. They were charged with attempted burglary and taking the car and failing to stop for the cops.
No injuries.
Recently, the interceptors have netted a staggering 278 criminals. That's an average of over 55 arrests a month. Inevitably, some turn ugly, like the hard stop on this armed kidnapper.
Yeah, no, we've got to stop 2 vehicles, stop the vehicle. He's out of the vehicle, being handcuffed now.